Hi, we're going to go through the segment length of circles today. We're going to go through 3 theorems to start. Now, each time it's a different situation. With situation number 1 or theorem 1, we have 2 chords that intersect. They don't intersect at the center and they don't bisect each other necessarily. Just whenever you have 2 chords that intersect, we take one of the chords and we find the 2 different little sections that it is formed, and we're going to multiply them. And then we're going to look at the other chord, and it makes 2 little pieces here, and we're going to multiply those. All right, so it's actually much easier than what it looks like. So if this is x and 5 and 6 and 8, what we're going to do is we're just going to multiply. And so find one chord, 8 times 6. Okay, so 8 times 6. Let's multiply the other way. 5 times x. And then we're just going to solve it. So 8 times 6 is 48. And then you divide. And so that means on this problem, x is 9.6. Okay, so we're going to practice this more here in a little bit. Now, for theorem number 2, we have 2 lines that intersect here on the exterior point of the circle. We're going to take the exterior part of that line and then multiply it by this entire length, the sum of it. So again, we're going to take this side, the outside exterior part, and multiply it by this entire length. All right, now, again, we'll practice this in here in just a second. And then the third theorem is whenever you have this tangent here, it doesn't really form 2 parts like all the others. What we're going to do is we're just going to take this part here and we're going to square it. Now, the other side, we're going to take the exterior part and then times it by the sum. So it's a lot to remember. You have this little cheat sheet up here to refer to, and let's just give it a shot. So for this first example, this is like theorem 2. We're going to take this exterior part, which is 6, multiply it by the sum. So 6 plus 8. So let's just go ahead and add those together. 6 plus 8 is 14. And it's going to be equal to the exterior part, 7, times this entire length, which is 7 plus y. Now we are going to have to distribute here on the right. Now let's do the left side. 6 times 14 is 84. And 7 times 7 is 49 plus 7y. Now, to solve this, let's subtract the 49. So 84 minus 49 is 35. And then lastly, divide by 7. So we get an answer of 5. All right, now for part B, we have just this tangent. So this is like this last theorem here. We're going to take this tangent and we're just going to square it. Now the other side, we're going to take the exterior part and times it by this entire length, 16 plus 8. So 16 plus 8 is 24. All right, so we can do this. 24 times 8 is, 192. And to get z by itself, we're going to have to square root each side because the square root and the square are opposites and they cancel. So the square root of 192, and let's take this to the tenths. I get 13.85, so the 5 rounds it up to 13.9. All right, so let's keep going. Let's try this. This is like one that we did in part A above. We're going to take this exterior part and times it by this entire length, which is 34. And then take this exterior, which is 16, and times it by 16 plus x. All right, the video has a 5-minute limit, so I'm going to stop and finish it on part 2.